Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Borough of Beach Haven's monthly regular meeting for Monday, March the 14th at 7 p.m. We're going to have a flag salute this evening by Councilman Kaplan.
Please stand, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pursuant to the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by posting on the bulletin board in the entrance hall of the Beach Haven Municipal Building and mailing the same to the Beach Haven Times, the Asbury Park Press, and the Press of Atlantic City. Mr. Cashman.
Here.
Mr. Keeler.
Here.
Mr. Maskell.
Here.
Mr. White. Mayor Davis.
We're going to start with the manager's report. Rich.
Thank you, Chuck. We go to the Treasurer's Report for the month of February 2016. Cash receipts in the current fund for the period February 1st to February 29th for $3,301,450.46. The cash balance in the current fund as of this total period total $10,299,796.73. The cash balance in the water utility account as of January 31st, 2016 was $2,195,045.80 submitted by our treasurer, Shari Bowler. Moving on department reports, later this evening we will have the introduction of our 2016 municipal budget. Give a quick summary of what is in the document, starting with total appropriations, including the reserve for uncollected taxes. Proposed in this year's 2016 budget total $11,515,152.01. This is an increase of $365,534.42 over the 2015 budget as adopted. Some changes in the 2015 budget. Salary and wage portion of the budget went up by $188,825. The insurance portion increased by $29,639. Employee pensions increased by $28,444. Our debt service increased by $44,775. We have a storm-related expense. As everybody remembers, our one snowstorm of this year. It did take its toll not only in the snow that dropped on us, but also in the southern end of town where we had significant erosion, which necessitated the trucking in of sand and pushing of sand. We anticipate getting that money back. However, since this expense did come before the introduction of the budget, it was appropriate to have this expense in the budget. This was $46,000. And the reserve for uncollected taxes increased by $33,863. Changes in the revenue side of the budget for 2015, we're using an additional $193,910 in surplus to balance this year's budget, and our anticipated proceeds from FEMA has decreased from last year by $250,000. All told, the amount to be raised by taxation as proposed in this budget is $7,980,499.32, an increase of $417,647 over the 2015 budget. Based on a tax total valuation of this year of $1.684 billion, we're looking at a municipal portion of the local tax rate of 48.42 cents, which is an increase of 2.5 cents over last year. The minimum appropriations for the support of our local public library this year will be $675,320.32. Moving on to the water utility. This year, the total appropriations for the water utility will be $1,796,000. Changes from 2015 and this year's water utility budget include an additional $37,101 in the salary and wage portion. Operating expenses went up by $25,149. We increased our capital improvement fund and water utility by $175,000. The statutory expenses in the water utility went up by $12,750. However, the emergency authorization, which was our storm-related expenses, we finally paid that off to the water utility. Last year, we had budgeted last of that, which was $250,000, so that is not present in this year's budget. All told, it was revenue neutral. There was no change in the anticipated revenue in the water utility budget. That, in fact, is our municipal budget for this year. Moving on to some other areas, we opened several bids within the last week or so. Specifically on March 3rd, we received 7 bids for the Carl Street Road project. Reconstructing the 300 block of Carl Street. The low bidder was Earl Asphalt from Farmingdale, New Jersey, and the amount bid was $133,513.13. We opened another bid that same morning. This was some drainage bids for 2 sections in town. We had 4 bidders that bid on this particular project. It's for the stormwater replacement project in portions of Pennsylvania and 7th Street. The low bidder was Mathis Construction from Little Lake Harbor, New Jersey, and the amount bid was $90,811. One final note, most recently, some personnel from here went and attended the most recent beach replenishment meeting. Right now, as far as we know, the project is scheduled to resume beginning April the 9th, beginning at 13th Street and moving south. We still have our fingers crossed that if all goes well, the replenishment portion of this project hopefully will be completed before the summer 2016 season gets in full swing. And that's all I have for this evening.
Thank you, Rich. Sharon, can you begin with the approval of minutes?
I have the following meetings for approval without formal reading: an executive session of December 23rd, 2015, an agenda meeting of December 23rd, 2015, an agenda meeting of February 3rd, 2016, a CDBG meeting February 8th, 2016, a regular meeting of February 8th, 2016, an agenda meeting of February 17th, 2016, and an emergency meeting of March 2nd, 2016.
Has everyone on council had a chance to review the minutes?
Yes, I have.
If so, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Ordinance 2016-3C, an ordinance amending an ordinance entitled Code of the Borough of Beach Haven, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, as the same in Chapter 204 deals with water charges. Final reading.
As this is the final reading, we always ask for comments from those in attendance. Does anybody wish to have a question about this? If not, I'll close the floor and ask for a motion.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Katsas?
Yes.
Mr. Keeler?
Yes.
Mr. Maskell?
Yes.
Ordinance 2016-4C, an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 212, 20J, tents or temporary structures of the Borough of Beach Haven, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, to clarify that limitations on the number of tented events applies only to residential districts, RA, RNA, RSA, RB, RC, and RCB. Final reading.
Again, this is an adoption. Is there anyone who would like to comment from the audience? If not, we'll close audience and ask for a motion from council.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Katsas?
Yes.
Mr. Keeler?
Yes.
Mr. Maskell?
Yes.
Ordinance 2016-5C, an ordinance repealing ordinance 2015-32C entitled an ordinance amending an ordinance entitled Code of the Borough of Beach Haven, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, as it pertains to Section 204-24D water rates. First reading.
Council?
Motion to approve.
I second.
Mr. Katsas?
Yes.
Mr. Keeler?
Yes.
Mr. Maskell?
Yes.
Ordinance 2016-7, calendar year 2016 ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank, NJSA 40A:4514, first reading.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Castis?
Yes.
Mr. Keeler?
Yes.
Mr. Maskell?
Yes.
Ordinance 2016-9, this is the 2016 salary ordinance, first reading.
Motion to approve?
I second.
Mr. Castis?
Yes.
Mr. Keeler?
Yes.
Mr. Maskell?
Yes.
All items listed under item consent agenda are considered to be routine by the municipal council and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed. Any items requiring expenditure are supported by a certification of availability of funds, and any item requiring discussion will be removed from the consent agenda and discussed separately. All consent agenda items will be reflected in full in the minutes. Resolution 57, supporting KC-46A aircraft at Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst. Resolution 58, approving an application for an ABC Social Affairs permit for the Beach Haven Volunteer Fire Company. Resolution 61, acknowledging managerial appointment for Sharon Moisine as municipal tax collector. Resolution 63, placing a referendum on the November ballot to establish an open space fund and assessment. Resolution 64, recycling tax identification statement. Resolution 65, allowing the budget to be read by title only. Resolution 66, opposing New Jersey Assembly Bill 2589, which requires the consolidation of various municipalities into new municipalities of Long Beach Island Township and Seaside Township, or alternatively requires a single shared services agreement for all major municipal services and functions. Resolution 67, returning piling bonds. Resolution 68, approving Beach Haven's emergency operations plan for a period of 4 years. Resolution 70, authorizing the submission of a raffle application for Reclaim the Bay. Resolution 71, canceling grant appropriation reserves against grants receivable, surplus, and such other accounts as appropriate. Resolution 72, canceling water charges. Resolution 73, awarding a contract to Earl Asphalt Company for the 2016 Coral Street Road reconstruction. Resolution 74, awarding a contract to Mathis Construction Company for the 2016 Stormwater Replacement Project, Pennsylvania Avenue and 7th Street. Resolution 75, amending the 2016 Ocean County Schedule C agreement. Resolution 76, returning an occupation of street bond. Resolution 77, emergency temporary appropriations. And I'd like to add a Resolution 78, 2016, awarding the 2016 ice cream vendor permits.
Are those still the 7? Is that the number, Sharon? Do you remember?
We have 5 trucks and 1 petacycle.
Before voting, is there any member of council that wishes to have any item be removed and discussed separately?
No, the only thing I brought up at the last one of the meetings was I'd like to reduce the number for next year of the vendors that are doing the ice cream in town. It's getting to be a real nuisance on some of the streets, but it's showing up every 10 minutes. Okay? That's for next year's. I make a motion to approve the resolutions.
Thank you.
Second.
Mr. Kaxis?
Yes.
Mr. Keeler?
Yes.
Mr. Maskell?
Yes.
Municipal budget of the Borough of Beach Haven, County of Ocean for the fiscal year 2016. Be it resolved that the following statements of revenues and appropriations shall constitute the municipal budget for the year 2016. Be it further resolved that said budget will be published in the Beach Haven Times in the issue of March 24th, 2016. And the governing body of the Borough of Beach Haven does hereby approve the following as the budget for the year 2016. Mr. Kaxis?
Yes.
Mr. Keeler?
Yes.
Mr. Maskell?
Yes.
Notice is hereby given that the budget and tax resolution was approved by the governing body of the Borough of Beach Haven, County of Ocean, on March 14, 2016. A hearing of the budget and tax resolution will be held at 420 Pelham Avenue on April 11th, 2016, at 7 p.m., at which time and place objections to said budget and tax resolution for the year may be presented by taxpayers or other interested persons. We have a bill list this evening in the amount of $1,432,147.58.
Make a motion to approve the bills?
I second.
Mr. Katsas?
Yes.
Mr. Keeler?
Yes.
Mr. Maskell?
Yes. This time, I'd like to open the floor to public comment.
I have something. Ed Sides, 216 4th Street.
Hey, Ed.
Our famous orange-red water tower, which we paid a fortune to paint.
Yes.
It's all peeling on the bottom. Is anybody else aware of it?
Yes, we are. We're in the process of, I'm not sure, I checked with the engineer, we are in the process of getting it repaired, yes.
Is that going to cost us money again?
Unfortunately, yes, it's past the period of time where we can go after the vendor.
Okay.
Didn't last long.
When was it done?
Has it been created?
Oh, before it started, 2011?
And it was just under $700,000. And the bottom started probably within about a year ago.
It took them about 6 months, didn't it? Or more, to paint it.
We see what's happening at Holgate now. They're in the process now of tinting it. A different process, but
Yeah, I'd suggest that maybe when we do it again, that we take a look at the contract that was given and see if we can get a methodology and maybe a frank comment on the methodology, and maybe we can get a little bit longer warranty on that bridge before we do the contract.
Anyone else in the audience? If not, I'll close public comment and ask for final remarks by council.
No comment.
I think I'd just like to thank Sharon, Rich, and everybody else who worked on the budget. We realize how much work it is, and I think did a great job, especially with all the stuff going on with FEMA and the lack of money coming back from the states. So we can pass that on.
And the only thing that I would like to also compliment the work done by the finance department, Sherry and Rich. Sherry, do you have an announcement about the municipal clerk that you could pass on?
For my deputy?
Yeah.
Oh, Christie successfully passed the first of the multiple classes for municipal clerk with a 96% on her first exam, so
Congratulations
It's on
to
the way.
Christie.
Yes.
that's great.
It's great.
Okay, Sharon.
With that, I would like to ask for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Right.